is the Hour of the Wolf, if I can remember. And my name is Argus Wolfe. Tonight we're going to continue on with Dishonored, with my attempt to be the most non-lethal assassin in Dunwall. Let's see, if you remember last week, we left off, we were going to this guy's house to get some rat guts, basically, so we can poison someone else's little still where they make their own cures. So, here we go into Dunwall. And here we are. It's the door to Dr. Galvani's office. Oh, and since this is Valentine's Day, here's a heart for you.
I can feel the great age ending.
That's kind of creepy. Alright, back to what we were doing. So, we will go into Dr. Galvani's office. Office thingies. Oop. Okay, so we're inside the office. We need to go up there and get that rat viscera. Rat viscera. That's a good word. Viscera. Alright. Trying to see if there's anybody around that I need to worry about. Ah, bread. Well, I'm healthy, so I'm fine. Yes, I am humming to myself while I do this. Ah, safe is good. We'll come back to that later. I gotta tell you, I absolutely freaking love this ability. But something here? Huh. What is... Oh, okay, that's just the way back. So, let's go ahead and peek through. That's not what I wanted to do. But, I didn't see. Hang on. Whew. Oh, right. There's no door there. Nice. Ouch. Glass bottles, great for making distractions, not so much for being sneaky. Nice. Rats. More stuff up there. Oh good, that door's closed. Wait, hang on. Ah. Just making sure nobody's gonna sneak up on me while I'm doing this. Let's see if I can remember not to open the door.
Did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essences? Does that mean guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
See, even in this place,
all right.
disease
What is he doing
is scary.
Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
The royal physician is going to save us. I hear his new elixir is twice as good against the plague.
I don't understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear tell he's a beast. A superstitious philanderer who spends more time with prostitutes than he does in the laboratory.
Is this what it's going to be like when we're married? It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it.
Well, alrighty then. I don't think I've ever seen a lover spat in a game before. I think. Could be wrong. Alright, let's close that so I don't have to worry about somebody's going, hey look, there's a door open, let's see who's in there. Alright. Back out this way. see anybody through the door.
I told her to keep the children inside. I told her. What will I do now? I told her to keep the children inside. I told her.
Yeah, it's nice.
I don't see anybody. That doesn't mean anything. So there's a guard there. Ah. Whee! Makes things so much easier to be sneaky.
Little bastard. Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, phew. Thought maybe he saw me. Okay.
Yeah, it's nice.
Really don't want the guards to see me.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, now that's healthy. Let's just spit on the floor in a plague-ridden city. That makes perfect sense to me, doesn't it?
Nasty furry filth.
Think.
What is the house?
Ah, crap. I don't have that key yet. So we'll just set him down there and hope nobody spots him. Okay, that bus was kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, heck, here comes
This
the
whole
lead.
place has gone to the hounds.
Don't come this way, don't come this way, don't come with it. Thank you. Okay, maybe that was the key I needed. Yay! Alright, so now we have a little hiding space. Oh. Hidey hole, hidey hole. Let's put these two together since they obviously love each other. There we go, close the door.
It's nice.
Is there anything useful in here? Nope. Ah. Somebody's been taking pictures. Wonder what kind. Oh, I'm sure it's perfectly, you know, innocent. I mean, come on. Let's see here. Teacup, teacup. Nothing good in here. No, I don't see anybody.
It's nice.
Nope. Nothing. Awesome. Alright. Again, this is like... This power and that blink power are my two favorite abilities in this game. They just make the whole stealth thing possible. Get here. Rat plague. For over a year, I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousands. Given their rapid gestation and maturation cycle, it's been possible to breed them for numerous generations. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species, perhaps through mites. The blood of the rat tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats has lived with the plague. As such, a nagging question remains. The rats collected in the poorest parts of town, in the slums, exhibit the oldest strains of the plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of the plague. Could this mean that the rats are transported to the slums in some way that is not obvious? I will continue my research if nothing else. I am living proof that Sokolov's elixir and Piero's, whatever that is, because my camera's in the way, are very effective at protecting against the plague if one consumes enough of the... yeah, whatever. Okay, so that's interesting. Here they were always assuming that the plague was brought into the city, but it looks like it actually started in the city. That's very interesting. So I guess the question is, why? Well, there are a couple of questions, but you know. That's... I don't see anything out there, but that's... I saw a chamber pot. Lab key, elixir. Ooh. Here we go. Audiograph player, that's always fun.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander Zoological Survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
Interesting. Alright, rat behavior and extermination. Used to be you'd go out with a bag, a stick with a nail on the end and catch as many rats as you could in the night. The city watch paid by weight. My husband Benjamin and I mostly work alone. Maybe I should be talking in a woman's voice here. And we got by. If we found a place where the rats were real bad, sometimes we'd hire a crew of street brats to work with us. The younger ones who didn't make trouble. We'd pay them with bread and apple cider. Yeah, I wouldn't work for that. Once the plague came, the rats were different. Meaner, bigger, and a little quicker. You had to watch yourself. If you got cornered, they'd turn and swarm and would come back at you. I barely got away with my skin a few times down in sewers. The bites hurt afterward, but it was the sounds they made that stayed in your dreams at night. It got more dangerous and the city watch started paying better, but that didn't last long because after a while too many people had been stripped clean trying to fill up a bag. One slip and they'd be all over you, gnawing and trying to chew you down to the bone. That's how I lost my Benji. Alrighty, so getting a little bit more of a look into the way these rats work. Some bread, I'm not hungry. Bottle. All sorts of newspaper postings. Hang on, let me see. I want to make sure there's nothing I'm missing here. No, nothing there, nothing there. Dead fish. Ooh, hello. Galvani Academy notice. Galvani, the latest case should arrive within a week, containing all the components you need. Be careful with the white phosphorus. Can't have you getting phossy jaw like the tanners at the edge of the city, poor bastards. Sorry you have to practice in secret. The vivisectionist should be celebrated. Okay, revered even. Cutting up rats should be done in the town square with a crowd of eager students taking notes, not in some dirty little secret room hidden behind a wall of books. Aha! That's where his lab is. Anyway, lucky for you to have an old friend who never left the academy. Let me know what else you need, but remember it might be a month before I can put together another shipment. Yours in knowledge, Artemis Moore, procurement clerk and provisioner, Academy of Natural Philosophy, South Wing. Next time you're nearby, come in for an afternoon. We've stayed fairly insulated from the plague since so few come and go here, and we've got quite the stack of Tivian brandy. Alrighty then, so we know where his lab is. It's back behind the stick of books. But I want to come back here again and see, make sure I didn't miss anything. No, it doesn't look like it. Now sometimes you can steal a painting and it'll give you money, so I just kind of want to check on that. Leviathan Sorrow. Excerpt from a report on a treatise banned by the Rudshore Trade Council. Little is known of Piccati, credited with this series of pamphlets arguing against the whaling trade. While he is gifted, his views are nonsense and threaten the economic underpinnings of the empire. 1. Enslavement on the breeding and husbanding of whales versus hunting the beasts in the